Usually I start these episodes with the wheel next to me, like right here, but given the fact that we have Chelsea and Arsenal today, I can't imagine that wheel's not going to be spun. So I think it's time that we put ourselves out of our misery. Let's run the intro. Yeah, that's right. Today we have Chelsea and Arsenal, two extremely tough games and ones I'm not expecting to get many points out of, especially after a defeat to Brentford, which meant that we got a punishment off of Grimmy. So, without further ado, let's remind ourselves what Grimmy's punishment is.
Hi Bragster, I've heard that you need a little assistance with your new FM save over on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And you need some punishments. Now, for me personally, I find it very difficult to give bad karma or juju to anyone, so I'm going to keep it fairly simple. Based on the fact that I've seen you draft a number of times and you are terrible at defending, I feel like it would be very poignant if we helped your team's mentality out in terms of how they deal with any sort of defensive issues. So rather than going all out attack, I think what we should do is make your team go very defensive for 3 games. Let's give it 3 games, I think, to help your team out defensively when they're leaking goals left, right and centre, like they inevitably will be if you believe the chatter of FM23 and all that stuff. So yeah, I hope that's helped out, bud. And yeah, good luck.
Right, so here is the team we're going to be taking to Chelsea. It's Pope in goal, Trippier, Schär, Botman, Target at the back, Shelvey, Willock and Joel Linton in that midfield with Fraser at the right, St Maximin on the left and Isaac up top. Callum Wilson is returning, thank God he's returning, and he can only play 45 minutes, so we'll probably bring him on in this game. But due to the punishment that we've been reminded of, we have to go very defensive for the entire game. That means we should be more solid defensively, but we are going to struggle to score. I mean, could this possibly work? If it does work, I'm going to love Grimmy till the end of the time, but I can't imagine it will. So here we are into the Chelsea game. I never go very defensive. It never happens. I never do it. I don't know why I never do it. Just for me, I just don't like it. I mean, this could change my mind on maybe mentalities a little bit if we start playing well with a very defensive mentality. As Alexander Isaac, he does put it into the back of the net, but he was offside, unfortunately. But that is an early scare for Chelsea. Chelsea, who are sat in 4th in the Premier League currently. There is very little points. There's as many points from us to the relegation zone as we are to the title, which is ridiculous. So, you know, it's a very close league currently, and a win here would be incredible, but I'm not expecting a win at all. As St Maximin is here though, he's on this left hand side, he's going to try and get it in, it puts it in the back of the net. Alexander Isaac, the poacher's finish by Alexander Isaac, he gets it into the back of the net. It is lovely work by Alan St Maximin. It's a shame really that St Maximin doesn't get the assist because it is all him. He goes down that left hand side, it deflects off the defender into Alexander Isaac, and it's into the back of the net. It is Newcastle 1, Chelsea 0, and that could change things. Look at us now, currently in 8th. We go from 14th to 8th with a win here. That is how close this league is, you know. Getting points, getting a win, or losing a match can mean the difference in you moving up about 5 or 6 places or dropping 5 or 6 places currently. I'm still expecting them to go through and do something good here, as Sterling's missed an absolute sitter there. That is their first big opportunity in this game. I mean, you felt like he couldn't miss, but he did miss. They've got someone off of the pitch here. I don't know who it is. Jorginho, though. And it's a lovely goal. Mason Mount with the free kick. It went into Jorginho. And it is a simply sensational goal. Let's be honest. Jorginho outside the box. I mean, we get hit with that quite often, the outside the box ones. As it seems like Reece James is the one that's injured. Reece James, of all people, who's injured in real life as well, struggling in real life, but we have an injury in Joel Linton. I mean, I'm happy so far with the team. We are going to take off Joel Linton though, and we are going to bring on Elliot Anderson. We're going to try and bring him onto the pitch. We're going to tell Anderson as well that there's no pressure on him tonight. And we're going to tell our defenders though that I'm not happy with their defensive work. They are giving away too many opportunities as Azpilicueta comes on for the injured Reece James as we bring on Elliot Anderson for the injured Joel Linton. They've changed formation massively though and brought a lot of people on by the looks of it. Aubameyang's now onto the pitch. They've now gone to a 4 at the back formation. They've gone a lot more attacking. Aubameyang's through and he goes wide. You can see by this substitution there, Thiago Silva going off for Aubameyang. It's going to be interesting to see how that helps or hinders the team a little bit, as it's currently 1-1, and I don't really know what to do, because Shelby's the only guy who can play this defensive midfielder role, but he's not doing very well. And I do want to take him off as he's on a yellow. So what I might do is take him off for Dan Burn. Dan Burn is then going to drop in here. And we are going to go to a bit of a cover in general on this left-hand side. I think we're going to keep this as well. We're going to go fall back on the support here. And we're just going to drop somebody back. And here we're going to go for... Ryan Fraser's going to come off for Almiron. And then we're going to change Almiron's roll up to an inverted winger. Maybe an inside forward, actually. Just so it's a bit different. Just so it's a little bit different. From there, I don't really want to change too much. We've already made 3 substitutions. Maybe bring on Callum Wilson as a bit of a attacking prowess. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so here we go. Time is ticking away. We have really been, in terms of the attacking prowess, at the better side. I don't want to change too much though. This would be our first draw of the season, and it is our first draw of the season. It's a point gained in terms of Newcastle, and there we have it. 1-1 with Chelsea. That's a very, very, very good result for Newcastle there, and means we don't have to spin the wheel for the game against Arsenal. Yes, we still have to go very defensive, but we don't get it piled on. We don't get punishment after punishment piled on top of us. This is brilliant. Right, so here is the team we're going to be taking to Arsenal. It is Pope in goal, Trippier, Schär, Botman and Target at the back. Xavi, Willock and Anderson in this midfield, with Fraser on the right, Almiron on the left and Isaac up top. We're putting Almiron as a Ramdeuter, just because I'm putting him as a winger on attack when we've got a winger on the other side. I don't really like that, especially when we're not like bombing down the wings. That's not the entire point of our system. So I kind of want to try it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I change back, but I kind of want to test it out. But as you can see, Chris Wood not doing well, Joel Linton not doing well, injured, Bruno Guimaraes injured, Callum Wilson not fully fit. So we are struggling with fitness at the moment amongst the entire squad. So don't be surprised if this doesn't go too well either. But hopefully by the time we get to the next game, which is Bournemouth, they'll have all kind of recovered and we've got our full squad back. Right, so here we go. We're playing Arsenal, who are in 4th, exactly where Chelsea were when we played them literally a few seconds ago. But this is a very good Arsenal side. One of the best sides, I think, in the game, it feels like. They're quite young. They've developed quite a lot. So I felt a lot more confident for the Chelsea game than I did this one. This one, for me, we're going to have to pull off something very special to get a result here. But as our boys have shown, they can do it. They really can do it when their backs are against the walls. As Arsenal are building up very, very nicely right now. It's into Tierney, into Martinelli, into Smith Rowe, who's hit the bar. And that, I mean, that's a warning if I've ever seen one. That's not what we want to be seeing early in this first half. We haven't had a shot yet, which isn't great. They have been on top massively so far, and it's like an onslaught. It really is an onslaught. As Odegaard goes through, he puts it over the bar, and we're getting let off here massively. We cannot change this mentality. That's the one thing we cannot do. I don't know how we're going to get back into this. We are having 0 shots. I don't know what's changed from the last game to this game, but we cannot get a grip on this game whatsoever. We're going to tell them we're not happy, and I don't know really what to change here. This Ramdeuter seems to not be working, so we're going to go onto a winger on attack. I'm tempted to put Callum Wilson on the pitch, genuinely. I know Alexander Isak's brilliant, but yeah, I'm tempted to put Callum Wilson on. We're going to put Callum Wilson on. Some fresh legs for 45 minutes up top. Maybe, just maybe that can work. I don't really know if it will or won't. We've had a shot at least, you know, it's a good start really for us. As Smith Rowe puts it in, Gabriel heads it over. Shelvey, again, not having a good game. We kind of need him to, and he's not having a great one. Shelvey is going to come off the pitch for Dan Burn, and we're going to do exactly what we did last time. We're going to go put him on the cover roll and see what kind of happens. Fraser is absolutely knackered. St. Maximin is going to come on. He's going to move sides as an inverted winger because that seems to be where he does the best. And we're going to make a couple of changes, but again, I'm not expecting that much. It might pay to encourage the lads, but I don't really want to, just in case that backfires on us. As we've got a highlight here. I was about to make a change, but there is a highlight. Wilson into Trippier, into Willock. Willock against his former Arsenal side, and he heads it. I said he heads it. He hits it over the bar. It's very disappointing, but us getting an opportunity is nice to see. As I'm thinking of maybe putting Jacob Murphy on this right-hand side. And what foot is he? He's right-footed, which is brilliant, so we can put him as a winger on this right-hand side. Elliot Anderson is not doing so well. Target's not doing so well, so we'll put Jamal Lewis on. And those are our 5 substitutions. It's going to be interesting what can happen in the final 10 minutes on this game. Is it going to be another draw, or is one of the sides going to nick a victory? It's very close indeed. Jamal Lewis on this left-hand side, he gets his speed going. It's booted over, and if we can get that ball, we're in good stead. Willock does get the ball, but it's immediately lost by Trippier, and now they're going on the counter-attack. Tomiyasu is put it into the conga, and they are building up very, very nicely, but we managed to get the ball back, but only briefly. Tomiyasu again has got the ball. The conga over the top into Botman. Botman needs to not make a mistake. He does make a mistake, and Dan Burn, absolutely heroic performance there by Dan Burn. Last-ditch tackle that has managed to save us there from a mistake by Botman. These final few minutes, let's encourage the lads right at the end of this game. See if they can do anything. If we concede from a set piece, I'll be bitterly, bitterly disappointed. Rabio Vieira and Pope makes the same, and it's booted away. We're in the final couple of minutes. Goal line technology said that it did not go over the line. We're in the final couple of minutes here. It's 0-0, and I am on the edge of my bloody seat. Time is ticking away. Is there going to be another highlight? No, there isn't, and we've managed to nick a draw against both Arsenal and Chelsea today. That is downright incredible. Well done to the lads. Look, at the end of the day, we're not expected to get results against these big sides in Arsenal and Chelsea. We've picked up results that have got us into this 11th part of the table. We're currently set on 17 points. If we didn't get those 2 draws today, we would have been right back down here in the around 15th position. We would have not been in a good way, but we go into the next game, which is against Bournemouth, and if we get a win, we really do pull away from that relegation zone. So that is a brilliant result for us. And Nick Pope getting man of the match. He was bitterly disappointed because he didn't get into the England World Cup squad, and he's just proven there why Gareth Southgate really should have picked him in this game. So there we have it, the first 2 draws of the season. You know, up to that point we kept losing or winning. 2 draws, we settled the boat a little bit, and in the next episode we have Bournemouth who are in 19th and Nottingham Forest in 16th. That should be 6 points. That could be a very good episode for us, and then we would have got 8 points in our last 4 games, which would have been incredible for us. We have no punishment against Bournemouth other than the fact that we have to play very defensive for the final time, but I think we can fashion a few chances. I really, really do in that game. If we fashioned a few against Chelsea, surely against Bournemouth, we'll fashion a few. But if you have enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button. Do comment anything down below. And if you're new here, please do subscribe so you do not miss a thing. And I shall see all of you in the next video. See ya! There we have it, an episode without the wheel. Poor little wheel.